Welcome back to Barely Built Right, where the stuff I build is not perfect. In fact, it is barely built right. Today we are going to be refinishing some cheap wheels that I bought off Facebook Marketplace. Got these for $200, and as you can see, they were not in great shape when I bought them. They had about 5 or 6 different layers of paint on them that was never applied properly, a bunch of buildup in a lot of areas, and peeling around the lip. We're going to start by cleaning off just the rough grime on the wheels, wiping down with the rag and getting any of that surface debris off of there. We're going to start with 120 grit as a rough cut. Our goal here is to knock down all of the uneven surfaces where the paint is built up from the various different layers. We're not looking to remove all the paint, we're just looking to knock it down flat. Find a rhythm to ensure you get every face of each spoke as we work our way around each wheel. Going to make our way around the lip of the wheel, trying to knock down some of those peeling spots, trying to feather those out and make any hard edges smooth. Next, we're going to go by hand and get into any of the hard to reach areas where our DA sander couldn't get into. Once we have it rough cut with 120 grit, this is what it should look like. See, there's still some slightly hard edges, but we're going to take care of those next. We're going to swap out to a 320 grit pad and essentially do the same thing all over again. Now with the 320 grit done, you can see we've got even more feathering of the paint, more blended edges. With the fronts done, we're going to go ahead and hit the barrels in the back as well as these slightly corroded hub faces. I'm not as worried about the barrels. You're not really going to see them. That's why you see the very back lip here I'm not spending a bunch of time on. I want these to look good from the front. Once we've got all of our wheels sanded down, at least with 320, we're going to take them outside and we're going to blow off all of our sanding dust with compressed air. Make sure we've got valve stem caps on all of our valve stems, keep those nice and clean. We're going to start here with this Rust-Oleum Clean Metal Primer. You see it says use on bare, painted, or lightly rusted surfaces. Because we have exposed metal on these, we're going to be putting a little bit of metal primer on there. The goal here is not to cover with this primer. I like to call it a moderate mist coat. Notice I'm holding the can a little further away from the wheel, letting it mist a little more. We want to hit any area that has clean or bare metal visible. once the face is dry, I'm going to make sure we get a little bit of primer on the back barrels as well. Once we've got our primer on, they should look about like this. Notice they're not fully covered in primer. Again, a moderate mist coat. Now we're going to switch to our main color. In this case, I'm using this Krylon Fusion Satin Black. When we do our main color, we're going to start with the back of the wheel and work our way to the face last. So we're going to do the barrels first, and then work our way to the face. We're going to flip it back down, work our way from the back, or the bottom in this case, to the face again. When we're working on the face, we're going to start from the outside lip and work our way to the center cap area last. Here, making sure we get that edge, which is going to be visible, nice and coated. I'm going to let this play out in full speed so you can see my pattern here. You want to follow a consistent pattern and work your way around the wheel. Walk around it so that you're always directly facing the part that you're spraying. So I'm going with the outer lip here, always facing where I'm spraying. And then once the lip is done, we're going to come in and hit the spokes. When it comes to the spokes, you want to do a side of the spoke first, then the face of the spoke, and then the other side of that same spoke, and repeat that pattern. The side again, the side, now the face, now the side again. The white primer here really helps you see areas that you're a little thin or where you may have missed. And then once we've got all of our spokes sprayed, we're going to hit the center cap or lug area. We're going to let that flash dry just briefly, and then we're going to come back in and just put another second finishing coat on everything in the same fashion that we put the first coat on. Checking for any weak areas or light spots where that primer is showing through. And lastly, I'm just going to hit the whole barrel. I'm not really concerned about this part that's going to be hidden under a tire. We want that face looking good. Repeat this process for the other wheels. Here in the sped up footage, you can see a little bit better just kind of that same pattern I use, bottom up and outside in. can see essentially a finished wheel. Again, these were $200 wheels that I refinished with spray paint. I wasn't going for perfect, I was just going for make them look fresh again, and I feel like we definitely accomplished that here. Got our tires on. In this case for my Spark, these are 205/40/17s. And here you can see the wheels on the car. Really happy with the way they came out. I feel like we really brought these Facebook Marketplace wheels back to life. Still need to put some center caps on them. Those are coming in the mail. But overall, thought they turned out great. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.
Raise the sharp flowers as they